Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is David, and in this video we're gonna continue our quest in the Lord of the Rings: The Fellowship of the Ring trick-taking game by playing chapter number 5. There was not as yet any sign of a path, and the trees seemed constantly to bar their way. Pippin suddenly felt that he could not bear it any longer, and without warning let out a shout. "Oi, oi!" he cried. "I'm not going to do anything, just let me pass through, will ya?" Chapter 5, The Old Forest. Characters: Frodo, Tom Bombadil, Sam, Merry and Pippin. Threat: Black Riders 1 to 4. Victory: short finish all chosen characters as usual. Follow the instructions for the Old Forest event on the Old Man Willow card. Okay. Old Man Willow. Old Forest event. Take the 8 forest cards and the Old Man Willow card and shuffle them into a face-down Old Forest deck. And since we're playing with 4 characters, deal 7 cards per player and 1 lost. Old Man Willow. For each trick, before the lead player has played their card, reveal the top card of the Old Forest deck. After all cards are played, if this forest card is higher than the rank of the winning card, not tied, so higher, no player wins the trick. Old Man Willow wins it. The leader of this trick leads again. The One of Rings can beat any card from the Old Forest deck. Old Man Willow. Frodo and Sam beat first upon the tree trunk where Pippin had lain. They then struggled frantically to pull open the jaws of the crack that held poor Merry. It was quite useless. So, here we have the Old Man Willow card, which is forest card number 9. And we had to keep out of the deck all the forest cards and make an own forest deck. So all numbers are over here. I'll give them a shuffle. And this card that we draw each turn could also win the trick if it's the highest card number played in the trick. And here we have Tom Bombadil, where we need to play with. His mission: win 3 or more cards matching the same suit as one of the extra cards in your hand at the end of the round. And at the setup, add the lost card to your hand. So at the end of the game he will have 1 card left, and from that suit he needs to win 3 or more cards. Okay, sounds like a plan. Now usually I picked my characters and then made the hands of 4 cards, but of course it is also fine to first create the hands and then assign the characters to it. So let's do it the official right way this time. Maybe that will have some tactical benefits, although I like to play it team-wise. Anyway, at least we have to play with Frodo, and Frodo will always get the hand that has the 1 ring card. First card goes to the forest deck, to the lost card, sorry. That one is this, shadow number 7. This will go to Tom after the setup is done. So here we go. And I did say when playing with 4 players, 7 cards per player and 1 lost, but in the solo we just do a normal setup like this. So our remaining cards from the draw pile are only 12 cards because all the green cards are over here. So that's the solo difference. Let me sort these. So now we can assign the characters. We need to play with Tom. And then we can add in 2 of these 3. Tom needs to win 3 or more cards matching the same suit as one of the extra cards in your hand. And we can do so because Tom will also get the lost card. This is number 7. So if we give Tom this hand, he can win 3 shadow cards straight from the start. And then he has enough cards left to keep 1 shadow card in his hand till the end of the game. So I think we're safe with that. So we'll give Tom this hand. That means he will also get the lost card. So he has 1 more card the entire game. We can play Sam, who needs to win a specific hill card. But the highest hill card is over here at the moment, so that could be tricky. Pippin needs to win the fewest tricks. I always like to play something like that. And we can maybe do so by giving Pippin this hand, because there's the higher hill card and the higher mountain card are in play. And Mary can only win 1 or 2 tricks. That could be this hand. Okay, let's do so. So Pippin needs to win the fewest tricks, and Mary can only win 1 or 2 tricks. So we don't play with Sam, so we don't need the Black Rider threat deck. And I think we're ready to start. It's Frodo to kick off the game. But first we draw the top card from the forest. Oh, there goes my plan. Because this is the highest card, so the Old Man Willow, the forest deck, will win this trick. That was not planned because we wanted to give Tom the shadow cards. Cassil has to wait. We want Mary to win a trick, so I need to play the mountain card for that. So let's play the hill card. They all need to follow. But since the forest deck has a higher number, the forest wins the trick. That doesn't really affect the game. We didn't lose anything. But there is a risk of winning cards you need to the forest deck. Also because the forest deck has won the trick, the leading player remains the same, so that would be Frodo, and we'll give all players a new card. A number 8, but if we play another number 8 with one of the characters, that character will win the trick. But we still cannot get the trick to Pippin. We can Mary have won his first trick by playing a mountain card. Then Mary needs to follow playing this one. Pippin needs to follow and doesn't want to win a trick, so play the highest card. And then we have left Tom Bombadil, and he can play whatever he wants, so he'll place the number 4 hill card. So the highest card is 8, the forest deck is 8, a tie is won by the characters, so Mary wins the trick. So you already get rid of the high number forest cards. Two ring cards at the top. But of course Frodo needs to win 4 of them. And also Frodo gets a second ring card. Here we go again. Let's see what the forest card is, number 5. So Mary can start the trick. He has already won 1 trick, so ideally we won't let him win another trick, but we have 1 escape because he can also win 2 tricks if needed. But let's go with our original plan and get some cards to Tom by playing the shadow card, number 6. Then he will play number 7 and win the trick, because Frodo has to follow with number 5 and Pippin has to follow with number 4. So 7 beats all other numbers, including the forest. So Tom wins the trick. Tom has now 4 shadow cards in hand. So we need to make sure that the last card remaining for Tom at the end of the game is a shadow card. And then Tom has completed his mission. One last card added to the characters. And the forest deck, this trick will be number 6. I forgot to move these because Tom did win the trick. And what can we do? We cannot play a ring card yet. And I think I want to hold on to these two. Also then Mary would win the trick and then he would already be at 2 tricks. So let's play a mountain card. But then the forest deck will win the trick. No, Frodo will win the trick. Okay. Let's see if we can do so. Do we? No, I think I'm gonna play, a shadow card. Then Mary can take the trick. That's the second, but that's okay, because then we can give the trick away because he has very low numbers. Those two cannot follow. Pippin wants to win the fewest tricks, so we'll give his highest card to this trick. And Frodo cannot follow. And we'll play, doesn't really matter, this one. So Mary wins the trick. That is his second trick, so he cannot win a trick anymore, because then we have lost. He is done. No new cards. We need to beat the number 1 of the forest deck. That shouldn't be a problem. And we still need Frodo to get the 4 ring cards, of course, but we have the 1 ring as an escape for that. We want Tom to hold on to his last shadow card, because we had the shadow cards over here. So we're not gonna play this one, so all we can play actually is this number 2 hill card. Then Tom will follow playing this one. Ah, I think I see something. Pippin must follow, win the fewest tricks. So let's see if he can win not any trick at all by playing the number 1. You know what? I'm gonna take this trick with Frodo with the 1 ring. So he wins the trick because he plays the 1 ring that can choose to win any trick. So he has his first ring card he needs. He needs 4 of them. A ring card is played so he can open the trick with a ring card. But I hope I can play the mountain card now and win the trick. And now we're kind of doomed. Maybe we're not. Because if I play the number 6 card, Mary is gonna play his number 5 card of the rings. That is unfortunately, but not really devastating, because oh no, we're doomed. Wait, I think we're gonna lose, because we need Tom to hold on to this card, so he must play a ring card. But then there are 2 ring cards going to the forest deck. So we only have 2 ring cards left in the game, and he needs to win 4 or more ring cards. And if I play this card with Tom, we end up with a ring card in his hand, and then he also does not win his condition by winning 3 or more cards matching the same suite as the 1 extra card in your hand. So we are doomed. Mordor has won. Because this card is too high. We were a little unlucky with all those high cards in the forest deck. This number should have been just below number 6. And then we would be good to go, because then I could play this number 6, and Mary could play number 5, and then Tom could play number 3, and then Pippin didn't matter, and then I could play my number 4 ring cards, and then we had completed the mission, but this card killed us. Too bad, did not complete our mission. So I need to play this chapter again. I will do so off camera until I've beaten the chapter, and then we can continue in our next video to chapter number 6. But that is how you play this chapter number 5 in solo mode. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comments below. My name is David, thank you for watching, and hope to see you next time.